3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, what's up guys? This is just a quick one. I'm just looking at some old sculpts that I did a long time ago. This one is 1.63 million, which is really high for what it is, but that's okay. Eventually I got the size down, but I noticed that I did the eyes. I like the eyes, they look great, but I don't do eyes like this anymore. So I have one sphere and I have the eyes actually painted on. But the problem with that is the eyes have to be very high resolution to really get clean paint, the clean pupils. So what I'm going to do is just take the paint, I'm going to make it yellow. So I'm going to just tap the paint here, grab the eyedropper, and grab this yellow color. Just take a look at it. I'll make it a little more yellow. And looks like I have a bunch of layers here actually. So I might be able to keep the shadow layer, which is this, that gives the shadow that would fall underneath the eyelashes. So I might keep that, but I'll take the pupil layer and get rid of that. So I'll delete that one. And then this is just the, oh, I had some other eyes there too. Oh, that's kind of cute. I didn't even know I had those eyes under there. So, what do we want to do? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's add a new layer, and this is going to be yellow. We'll just make it yellow for now, even though I kind of like the white. We'll make it yellow for now, so we'll just paint it. And they don't have to be this big either, so let's use decimate. If I can remember where it is. So we'll go here, miscellaneous, and you can decimate it. So this will bring down the size of the eyes. Right now they're 49, now they're 24. So we're just decimate to 12.2, maybe once more. Let's turn on the wireframe. So now we can see the wireframe. And this is just the topology of the model. And this is like not clean. This is like very sporadic. So if you do have quad remesher, you can use that. So I'll use that. Also, don't sculpt with post-process on because everything will be slower. So let me turn that off. So we're still looking at the wireframe, quad remesher. I'm going to turn these off. And I'm just going to do same. So it's going to keep the same like number, the same size. So now it's 12.7. Okay, so I think that's fine. I could probably go half and it'll probably still look fine. So that's much cleaner topology. It's just nice squares or quads, or whatever you want to call them. Teeth too. Teeth are kind of big as well. Can probably just, we'll do same for the teeth and then just half. It's weird that that's like weird on top there. I'm not sure what's up with that. Anyway, so now they're only 4,000. So you can really drop the size of certain things by doing that. Anyway, so back to the eyes. I like those eyes before, but let's just merge all the layers. And let's add a sphere. Let's turn the wireframe off. I'm going to go ahead and turn the sphere black and shiny. Paint all, so it's not, let's see, why won't it let me paint? Oh, because, well, even no, usually you can paint even if it's not validated. What is project? Project? Still 2.1. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I really don't know what that is. Oh, that's what happened. I was on quad remesher. It turns things white. That's so confusing always. That happened to me all the time. Anyway, so back to Gizmo. We can go ahead and actually, let's not validate it. So now I'm just going to move this up and shrink it. And now this gives me way more control. I'm glad this is still, it looks like it's still centered. So I'm going to hit mirror. And we'll just shrink. Let's pull them out and probably have to flatten them too, because I don't think we'll get a nice sphere. So I'm going to flatten them. And it does get kind of tricky because you have to line it up the right way. Yeah, that's where it gets a bit tricky sometimes, because you want to kind of rotate it so it's even. Maybe I'll flatten it more. And it's a little better. Still doesn't look round. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, that's not too bad. But what I like about this is now I can move the eyes around if I needed to. Let's try with the white. It's a little more natural. So I kind of like where the eyes are. I'm just going to manipulate these, manipulate the pupils. I can validate. So I'm just going to move the pupils out so they're nice and round. See how up here they're kind of sticking out a little bit far? I'm just going to smooth them. So that should shrink it a little bit. We want the eyes a little bigger. I'll move them so they're still kind of behind the eyelash. But I like that. I also don't know why this light right here is so, it looks so strange. I think it's that light. I'm not sure why. I'm going to delete and add a new light and see what's up. It actually needs a nice rim light, I think. Maybe something like that. We'll turn it up. Be a bit brighter. Also, what I like to do is take the lights and hit camera. So if you're using a, where are the lights? I like to go in each of these lights if I can. Oh, this is a spotlight, huh? Let's make it a directional light, because it can kind of do the same thing. I'll make it a little bit brighter. And then I can do camera, this light, another spotlight, another spotlight. We'll leave them. Or with the directional lights, not the spotlights, but with the other lights, you can leave it and it won't move as you rotate it. So if I rotate, those lights are staying where they are, which I think looks better. But anyway, I think that's about it. The only other thing I would add is to the eye whites. You can add a layer. We'll go to that dark color again, and we'll just use paint. The reason why I add a layer is because sometimes you can go to the layer and you can adjust the opacity. Sorry, my neighbors upstairs are really loud walking around tonight. I don't know what's going on up there. I don't know if you can hear it. So I'll do that black there, and then I'll just take smoothie, which is the smooth tool with 0 intensity. And you can use that to just create like a nice gradient. So that'll be like the shadow from the eyes. Oh, and it looks like it didn't do it on that side. That's strange. Why wouldn't you do it? Let's see. Maybe we can go back to paint, put on symmetry, and maybe change it to, oh, it's on world. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's back. Let's try a better color rather than black. Black is always a boring shadow. So we'll just go here. We'll do it like there. And then we'll smooth it. There we go. Perfect. So now the eyes look a lot better, and if I really need to, I could move them around, and the topology can be fairly small for both of them. So this is just a better way to do eyes, and you can do cool things like you can kind of paint around the eyes if you wanted to, or do something like that. But again, if you just want really simple eyes, that's kind of how I do them. And it's always good to flatten them. That way, if you look from the side, they're not bulging out. But yeah, I'm gonna record this guy and make a little Instagram reel, because I don't know if I've ever showed him in public. But that's about it. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to go more in depth, then definitely check out my Skillshare classes, where I am a top teacher. I have about 50 classes, both Procreate and Nomad Sculpt. I also have a few classes on Udemy, so if you want to learn more, or you just like my style, you like the way I teach, you want to support me, those are some other places that you can do it. Thanks again, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video.